The voicemail timestamp didn't make sense. I remember staring at my phone, rereading the date again and again, because according to my screen, this message had been sent exactly 1 year ago, from someone who only tried to call me today. At first, I thought it was a glitch, one of those small tech errors we ignore without thinking twice. But then I pressed play, and everything changed. The voice on the other end was calm, familiar, and painfully personal, as if it knew exactly where my life was headed. It said my name, paused for a moment, and then warned me about a choice I hadn't even made yet. How could someone leave a message about events that hadn't happened at the time it was supposedly recorded? And why did it feel like the call was meant for this exact moment? As I listened, the message described details that sent chills down my spine. It mentioned a conversation I would have months later, a mistake I would regret deeply, and a loss I wasn't prepared for. At first I laughed it off, telling myself it was coincidence, vague language that could fit anyone's life. But the more I listened, the more specific it became. Street names, times, even words I remembered saying in moments I thought no one else had heard. That's when curiosity turned into fear. Have you ever had that feeling where reality suddenly feels thin, like one small push could tear it apart? I checked my call logs, my cloud backups, even my old devices, searching for proof that this voicemail had been edited or planted there later. There was nothing. The file creation date, the metadata, everything pointed to the same impossible conclusion. This message existed long before the events it described, and the strangest part wasn't the warning itself, but the tone. It wasn't urgent, it wasn't dramatic. It sounded resigned, like someone who had already lived through the consequences and knew there was no easy way to stop them. The final seconds of the voicemail were the hardest to hear. The voice hesitated, took a breath, and said that some things can't be changed, only understood. Then it apologized, not for what would happen, but for calling too late. The line went silent, and the call ended. I sat there wondering whether the message was trying to protect me, or simply prepare me. If you were given a warning from the past about your future, would you try to change it, or would you be afraid of making things worse? To this day, I don't know who sent that voicemail, or how it could exist at all. What I do know is that every time my phone rings now, I hesitate before answering, because somewhere in the back of my mind, I wonder if time itself is trying to reach me again. Maybe the most unsettling part isn't the idea that the call arrived 1 year too late, but the possibility that it arrived exactly when it was supposed to, just to remind us how little control we truly have.